beautiful human. Thanks for clicking on this video. Welcome back to the struggle. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rose. You're watching my fitness struggle journey. Today's a Monday. It's another day to grind. It's a strength day at the gym, so you know about to push some heavy-ish. And yeah, I'm out here in the parking lot about to get my jump roping on and get the day going. It's about 4:45 a.m. and I am not dead tired. So that's a great way to start the day. Let's get to the gym and see what Jay has for us. But first, get my jumps in. So let's do that.
Good morning.
I say, oh. That means good morning.
In what language?
In Korean.
Yeah, baby.
Here is meal number 1 today. I'm hoping Jay approves. I have my protein here, 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites. And then I have broccoli here, a whole bunch of broccoli. I put broccoli in a plate. I was like, no, more broccoli. And then here I have my English muffin toasted with some, I'm going to call this avocado butter, but it's really just smeared avocado, some red hot chili peppers, and I did add some onion salt on top. It's called onion salt, but it's like less than 1% sodium in there. So breakfast. Here is my next meal. It's a little on the deconstructed side for protein. I have protein powder. There's some almond milk in there. It's going to keep it cold. And then I'm having some blackberries for my fruit veggies. For my carbs, I'm having a banana, half a banana. And for some added fats, some almonds. And this is going to be my post-workout meal. And also, too, because my other stuff is not ready. So this is it.
Yeah, baby.
Work. I'm tired. Real tired. Okay guys, here is the next meal. I'm not eating this just yet. I'm packing it to go. And yes, it's missing the protein. But on the bottom, I have some mixed greens. This is usually different from the greens I usually buy. This is supposed to be like heartier greens. Then I have quinoa, red bell pepper, purple onion, carrots, tomato, some lemon juice. This is the cilantro avocado dressing. That right here is just a little quinoa. And then I am going to top this off with some lemon pepper grilled chicken. It's not grilled yet. I'm heading over to D's to get that done. But this will be lunch once I add my protein on top. Oops, I also forgot a piece of avocado that's going to go in there. I'm going to put 20 grams of avocado in this. And then my lunch will be complete. Chef D on the grill. Protein for the week is prep. Got some lemon pepper, some basic, and some curry mustard chicken thighs. I can't wait. and this is what my salad looks like with the dressing and the chicken mixed in. Here is my next meal. Don't mind the glistening on these. I sprayed it for the picture, but I have some mashed cauliflower with some onion salt. There's some vegan butter in there. The grilled chicken that Dee made for me. Some green beans and carrots, all of that steamed. And that is meal number 4. Here is dinner, just some squash soup with ground turkey. And I'm going to incorporate this spinach in there to make dinner. Hey guys, it's the end of the day. I'm wrapping it up. It's not even 8 p.m. yet, and I'm so proud of myself, which means I'm going to be in bed by 9 p.m. Yes, who would have thought? Like, when we were younger, did we not want to stay up past 9? For me, it was to stay up to watch Charm. Like, Charm used to air around 7-ish, and then all of a sudden, it changed to 9 o'clock. And my mom wanted me in bed by then, and I had to sneak to watch TV and all that good stuff. And now that I'm an adult in these streets, all I want to do is make it to bed by 9 p.m. I have access to my TV. That does not interest me, but it's so crazy how times have changed. But as you saw today, I got 3 workouts, and technically 2, because that walking, that brisk walk that we do, at this point, that's just become part of the everyday routine. It just so happens to count as my second workout. But we did end up at 9 round kickboxing today. So we're trying to go there every strength day. But we went earlier because all of us were off. All of us as in Dee and Jason. But we were tired. We were so tired. I don't think we had left enough time between the strength workout at Legacy and the cardio session at 9 rounds. So it was a tough workout. We got a good little sweat on. And then we decided to do our brisk little walk after the 9 round workout, because technically it was not the first workout of the day. So we did a brisk walk around some neighborhood that was near the gym, and that was pretty nice. And then we went home, and that was it. Shout out to Dee today for not only being my partner. Dee was my partner today at the gym. But Dee helped me, or rather, I stood there and watched her. She prepped my proteins for the week. She is the real one. I keep telling y'all, like I told you guys the first time I did the 75 Hard Challenge, get you some friends that's going to support your healthy habits. Jason is always there to make sure that we're getting our workouts on and we're pushing ourselves. Like, just because we end up at 9 round after a workout at Legacy, he's always like, come on, you're already here, get it done. And he was always there spewing his wisdom in the group chat. And my girl Dee is here supporting me in the sense of meal prepping. I don't hate meal prepping. I don't. I just prefer to cook every meal fresh. But then today, I had almost like an epiphany of sorts. Not really an epiphany. But last night, when we were out for our walk, I forgot. Well, we were talking about a lot of things, but one of the things we were talking about was me and how I've been waking up closer to 3:30. In fact, this morning, 3:35, 5 more minutes and I'll be there. And I wake up and I do the same thing every morning, which is put the dishes away, sweep, or tidy up or whatever. And I feel like I don't have a habit where I'm consistent enough that would result in different things in the morning. So one thing that's definitely going to help me with that is by removing having to prep every meal. Y'all, every meal you saw me eat last week and the week before and any other time, unless I say otherwise, I literally prep them as I eat them. Like my squash soup, I'll make it the day of. My chicken, I'll grill it. Like, I just like it fresh. I don't know. So yes, shout out to Dee for grilling my protein. You know what? As far as the meal prep that I did, it's basically the same one I have on my channel already, minus the oatmeal. I prepped the quinoa salad, which I absolutely love. And then the chicken, I just throw in with some veggies. So that was good. But yes, today was the cleanest I've ever eaten in a long, long time. And I did not add any table salt to any of my meals. Now, I feel like the heaviest I went on sodium today was for my soup. Although I made 4 servings of soup using 2 servings of the Better Than Bouillon cubes. So maybe it wasn't so horrible, but that was the most sodium I had in anything. And I didn't add any extra salt to anything, and it was a good day. Today was a good day. Hey. And as far as my water intake, my water is always a gallon. That's why I don't talk about it anymore. I always take my selfie. That's why I don't talk about it anymore. Oh, that's the other way I found time to save. So usually for my selfie, I'll take it wearing, now this time I'm just wearing a sports bra and some shorts, and then I, set up a camera and I take it against my little background that says how many days I'm on. But that takes time. It's like a good 10 minutes by the time I'm done. So I figure set up a mirror in the hallway, wake up in the morning. After I get dressed for heading out to the gym, I'll just do it in my regular pants and sports bra. And then every Sunday, I'll take like an official progress photo that I can actually show you guys once I get to a month in, which is in about 11 days. So that's another way we're saving time. So yes. Okay, let's get into this book today. Before I get to the book, I must say, and I've said this before, I am most productive when I have a lot to do. A day like today where it was like la-di-da-di-da, YOLO, it is what it is kind of day. It was very unstructured. I can't say the word structure. It was not very organized or very put together. So the day disappeared from me and I have no clue where it went. But we did do our reading. We're still reading Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Okay? Jay Shetty. And speaking of Jay at Legacy, every meal I made today, she was in the side of my head like, you could add some more veggies. Too much protein here. You don't need this extra fat there. Yo. Anyway, so here we go. So today we're still talking about gratitude, and there's different little pieces that are introduced in there. And so I'll give you a few tips. And most of these things you've heard before at some point from some book I've read. And okay. And the idea here is this: when it comes to gratitude, now, I am not the last person to say this, nor am I the first, but we all know life isn't all peaches and cream, okay? Life is full of ups and downs, but you can only be thankful or grateful for the days when life went by great. Shetty says you have to build your gratitude like a muscle. And we talked about this yesterday. Find the little things to be thankful for. That way, in the hardest times, you can actually be thankful. And being thankful, being grateful brings about happiness in some way, somehow. So build your gratitude like a muscle. He says, don't ever judge the moment. Wherever you are now, that's not your final destination in life. This is not where you're always going to be. Especially since we talk about how if you want to get to a different place from where you are now, you have to start moving different. You have to start acting different. Well, not necessarily acting different, but you get what I mean, right? You have to start doing different things to get different results. And so don't judge the moment. Be grateful for your setbacks. You say, tell yourself, there's more for me out there. So you apply for a job and you get it. You say, yo, so I just applied for XYZ business and they didn't want me. But guess what? There's more for me out there. The example that he gave was one of the co-creators of WhatsApp. He sold WhatsApp for $19 million. Or was it billion? 19, if it was billion, I'll change it. But he sold it for a lot of money. And before that, he was rejected by both a job at Twitter and a job at Facebook, okay? So those two rejections, and even when he got those rejections, when he got the Twitter rejection, he went on Twitter and posted, well, just got rejected by Twitter. There's more for me out there, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. When he got rejected by Facebook, he was like, well, just got rejected by Facebook. However, I'm grateful for the people I met. So always find something positive within whatever situation, because you will look back at whatever circumstance and be like, you know what? I'm here because of that. I'm here because of XYZ, or this happened because of this. And so not every bad situation is horrible at the moment. It's going to hurt like a mother sucker, but eventually down the road, hopefully you can look back at it and take some lessons from there. That's that. Accept your wins and losses gratefully and humbly move forward. Whether it was a win or a loss, accept it the same way. Be grateful that you had the opportunity to experience that. And then the other piece that I really like, he says, be kind. When it comes to being kind, be like genuinely cheer other people on. Be happy for other people's successes. And I think it was in this book we read about how there is enough success to go around, okay? You do not need to be jealous of your friend and their promotion. There's a promotion for you down the line somewhere. Just be genuinely happy for people, and that will make a difference. Connect with the people around you. I don't know about you, but stranger danger. But I think as an adult, we can start working towards... We're a lot smarter when it comes to assessing what stranger is danger. I don't know, maybe. But the point he was making was, if you take the bus, if you hop on the train, if you walk down the same street every day, say hello. Like, spark up a conversation. In fact, one of the phases of the 75 Hard Challenge is to talk to someone new every day. And I honestly look at that phase like, how am I going to do that? And it can't be a virtual conversation like we're doing right now. But like, you have to meet someone, get to know them beyond the just, hi, how are you? Like, you have to genuinely make a connection every day. Sounds simple in theory, but it's hella hard. So yeah, get to know the people around you, make the connection. And another way you can be more grateful is to volunteer. He says, when you put yourself in situations where you wouldn't otherwise be in, you learn to appreciate what you have a little bit more. If you volunteer at a homeless shelter, you learn to appreciate the fact that you have a home just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing it live and in person. So find a place to volunteer. In fact, I used to love volunteering. That's all I ever did from the time I was old enough to volunteer to the time I got into college. I didn't have a real job. I just volunteered. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of experiences that I wouldn't otherwise have if I was working a regular job. And that's something that would be cool to do in my adult life. So that's something I should look into and hopefully get back to you guys with that. And then the last thing I want to leave you with from our reading today is a quote. But first, let me give you some context. So there's a lady and a guy. So the guy goes to her. She's the wise woman. She's like, hey, why are you here? He's like, oh, wise one, I see beauty from afar and I see all these good things happening around me, but my personal life is full of pain. And then so what she has him do is she takes a glass of water. She has him pour tons of salt in there, stir it up, take a sip. And of course it tastes disgusting because it's just a glass full of salt. And he's like, yuck, it's bitter. She's like, okay, got it. And then so she takes him to think of it like a drinking spring. She takes him to a drinking spring. She says, okay, go ahead, pour the salt in there. He poured the salt, pour a little more. He pours the salt, give it a little stir. And then she says, take a sip. And then he takes a sip. And then she says, how does it taste? He says, tastes pretty fine. And the point is this. The salt is the pain of life. It is constant. But if you put it in a small glass, it tastes bitter. If you put it in a lake, you can't taste it. Expand your senses, expand your world, and the pain will diminish. Don't be the glass, become the lake. Don't be the glass, become the lake. Don't take all of life's saltiness and bitterness and hold it in just your little glass. Expand your horizon, and it diminishes it. Perspective. It's all about perspective. And we talked about perspective like the other day, so we're not going to talk about it again. But please, please, please adjust your perspective, adjust your focus. Be grateful for the pains in life. Be grateful for the good times too. And there was another book I read. Was it this book? If it was this book, you would tell me. I don't think it was this book. I think it was one of those books I was reading before in my second round of 75 Hard. But it kind of dealt with this situation where he's like, be grateful for the pains in life. The idea was some scientists or whatever decided to create the ideal world, and they created it in some place where the environment was controlled. There was no wind, there was no, like all those little things we complain about. And then they planted some palm trees. So the palm trees started to grow or whatever because, they're an optimal environment. However, they started to lean over until they eventually toppled. And the point of that, and it was so powerful, was that without the wind there for the tree to fight against, it couldn't grow properly. I have to find that quote for you guys. It couldn't grow properly because it needed that resistance. So sometimes in life, we need that resistance. We need those walls to force us to think differently, force us to do differently, and force us to appreciate differently. So appreciate the walls in your life, because without them, you would not be as strong as you are today. And if you're not at a place where you feel like you're strong, just know that whatever you're going through is strengthening you, okay? Like me during quarantine, only Lord knows, but I've grown so much from that, like so much. It's like I got a new glasses, new prescription. That's how I felt. Does it still hurt? Hell yeah, it still hurts. And there are days where it's just like, ouch, it feels like a stabbing pain. But those days are fewer and fewer as the months go by, and we're going up on a year now. And I don't want to think about how I'm going to feel when March rolls around, but I do know I appreciate every single moment of every single day, and I'm just grateful. So be grateful, okay? That actually closes out the chapter on gratefulness, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope that you're making good choices, okay? Good choices. And if not, start. If you've been watching me since round 1 and you have not made good choices yet, there's still time for you. You can still do it. Holla at me. I'm willing to help you. Just reach out. Until then, good night. Good night.